Hi everyone, it is Brianna here from Made Well, coaching practice designed to empower others to be healthy and thrive in all areas of their life. This is actually take 3. My internet is just not cooperating today, so that's fine. We are just going to try one more time. 3rd time's the charm, right? And so today I am actually going to talk to us. What I've been doing the last couple days is going through the different modules we're going to kind of cover each week on the Whole30 program starting in September, and digestion is one of them, and digestion is one of my favorite topics to talk about. So, when it comes to your digestive and gut and gastrointestinal health, right, is what we kind of call it. Your gut is actually, quote unquote, your second brain for so many reasons. Your immune system, 60 to 80% of it is within your gut. And so your ability to fight off unwanted things, your ability to heal all those things that your body is designed to do is only possible when your gut is healthy. Now, what purpose does our digestive system actually serve? So our digestive system, hi whoever joined, feel free to say hello. Hopefully it was you that joined me a while ago. What our digestive system, what it does is anything we eat for fuel and nourishment, correct? So when we're eating that, right, what actually happens is our digestive system will break it down and then shoot it to wherever it needs to go. So our intestines kind of do that, the small and the large intestines, right? Shoot it wherever it needs to go. The issue then becomes when we're eating things our bodies do not know how to break down, that actually cause our gut and our stomach and our digestive system more irritation than good, which often happens for most people with grains, dairy, legumes, and extra sugar. Reason why? Sugar it does many things to your blood sugar, and we talked about that carbohydrate glucose thing earlier this week. But actually sugar feeds on the bad bacteria within our stomach. So we actually we need bacteria actually to kind of fight off bad bacteria. But the good bacteria doesn't really get to grow and stay alive when we're constantly eating sugar and stuff that feed the bad bacteria. So that kind of takes over. And also, when we're having stuff like grains, I'm going to tell you a little bit briefly what we are going to talk about in the Whole30, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. We could have a lot of conversation around grains. But just know, for most grains these days are genetically modified to grow quicker and in mass production, right? And what grains actually have, they have problematic proteins that can actually cause our leaky gut kind of tear away at our intestinal lining when eaten in high quantities, and for some people any at all, because people who actually struggle with a lot of autoimmune conditions and gut problems such as celiac or Crohn's or Hashimoto's can't actually have gluten. Mainly gluten is one of the main things in grains that cause these issues. So you've probably seen a rise of gluten-free, and that's because people are realizing it. But beware, just because it's gluten-free does not necessarily mean it's healthy for you. There might be other stuff in there. So there's a lot of anti-nutrients and stuff that make even the good things on the foods we're eating inaccessible when we're eating grains. So phytates is one of those things. And so it has just been known to cause also those problematic things like gas, indigestion, acid reflux, all of these different things. So for the Whole30, we're just going to cut it out because we don't want any food to cause you any gut irritant during these 30 days because we want you to reset, right? So that's one of the reasons why you avoid grains. Legumes, similar thing. Beans, all that sort of stuff. Most people get gas when they eat beans, and we think it's normal. It's actually not, right? And I'm not trying to say you shouldn't eat beans, but I'm trying to say it does also have a nutrient that makes it hard to digest, right? And so that's why a lot of people soak their beans and so forth, right? But just for the sake of the Whole30, we're going to kind of avoid it. Just because, we don't want anything causing an inflammatory response and might possibly harm our immune system. Peanuts is a legume, by the way. I know, so sad. But you can also have almond butter on Whole30. Hydrogenated oil, most people, I don't really need to explain that, but at the core of it, it causes inflammation. Hydrogen is added to the liquid oils to make them solid and last longer. So that's why actually when you have a lot of like vegetable oil, canola oil, those things, it'll cause a lot of irritation. Dairy. Dairy. So dairy has wheat, and there's actually a lot of insulin that's produced to process that. So we had kind of talked about insulin before, right? But also dairy at its core is a growth stimulator. Baby goes from like this to like this really quickly, right? So if your goals especially are to lose or to lean out, dairy is just not going to be the option. If you do have dairy, we do say grass-fed is always better. And then we know there's butter and all that sort of stuff. We try to say, like during the Whole30, do what we would call clarified butter, which is where you kind of cook out the milk particles. So those kind of things. And obviously artificial sugar, it is 200 to 600 times sweeter than sugar. So if you are worried about cravings, you do not want to have any sweet and low and Splenda. I used to have it all the time because I'm like, oh, hey, extra, no calories. No, we're going to avoid that for that time. And also, it'll make you crave things more. And so with that, we want to then take away those things that are causing any gut irritation and start including things that are known to, one, have fiber that kind of cleans us out, that also can heal our gut. Because what a lot of people have experienced, and I'll tell you my story and it's a couple other people's story in a bit, a lot of people have experienced when they've taken out those foods and healed their gut, a lot of their issues, not even just gut related, but whole body related, skin, energy, yes, weight loss, all of these different things change because their digestive, their gut, their second brain is healthy, right? And so personally, I used to have gas all the time. I used to burp like nobody's business. I was just the queen of it. It wasn't always regular, all those sort of things. And I thought that was normal, right? And I know a lot of people I've talked to within the last few months just have said they have digestive concerns. And it was not until I did the Whole30, because I've been doing paleo before, but it wasn't until the Whole30 that things shifted. I did not have gas at all in the Whole30. Maybe the first day or two, just as my body was resetting. I was regular. I had more energy. And I began to see, after even the reintroduction process, what really bothers my stomach is gluten. So now I avoid it as much as I can. And when I do, I'm sensitive to it, but I'm not intolerant. So I'll just have small quantities of it, right? Once a week or whenever I choose to get it. So what does that tell you? That tells you I was empowered to know that one of the biggest concerns for me, because when I'm not, even now, if something's wrong with my digestive system, I freak out. I'm like, nope, because I don't want to feel that way, because that affects everything. And now I know how to take care of my digestive system. And we'll talk about a lot of different ways other than just food during the program to actually help you as well. Because sometimes even when you eat healthy, you'll have different irritations, right? And there was one of my first clients. She didn't do the full Whole30, but she used to say she used to have huge stomach issues and migraines. And we did a test to kind of see which, we eliminated one food at the time. And the first one we eliminated was grains and then dairy. And she noticed, she tracked her food, she tracked everything, and she noticed every time she had grains, her stomach hurt. And every time she had dairy and grains, it led to a migraine. And so now she knows. Now she knows, so when she goes in and she can willingly say, I know what the consequences may be. Or she just can avoid it at all cost, right? And there have been countless people who have, done the Whole30 and their acne's cleared up. Countless people where they went off their insulin. Countless people have just experienced your stomach is just a little inflamed and then it's flatter, right? And so all that to say, if you have any digestive issues, any gastrointestinal issues, you need to do the Whole30. I am telling you, it will help significantly. It will help you so, so much. And so if you know that's you, if you know I'm speaking to you, if you know if you've resonated with this, I am prompting you and challenging you to say yes to the Whole30. Yes, it's going to be a little tough, and we'll talk about all that. We're preparing. But I am there for you. The group will be there. And if you might actually need some one-on-one attention, there's one-on-one spots open too, right? So really just empower yourself to know how food affects you and heal your gut so you can change your life, right? And so you can heal. Use food to naturally start that regenerative process. Okay, so early bird ends only in a couple days. Sunday is the last day to get the early bird price, which is $99 US for the 6 weeks of awesome support and a lot of resources to support you. And then it's $3.99 for 3 45-minute coaching sessions before, during, and after, plus the group. So that price, both of those will go up by $100 for the 4 days left of the cart being open. Cart closes August 31st. So August 28th to 31st, it's going to be $199 and $499. So if you are interested, please say yes before Sunday, before the price changes. And let me know if you have any questions at all. But I know if you really want to just kind of take control of your digestive health and everything that comes from your digestive health, this is the program and this is the time. All right, so thank you so much for watching. For those in the group because of the summit, so glad you're here. And I hope that if you could maybe, start with food too, if that's where you are at. And I really hope to support everyone in their physical health in this program. All right, have a great Thursday. And I'll talk to you all tomorrow a little bit about my other favorite topic. Natural solutions is tomorrow, okay?